Okay, so it's here we are, one of the last episodes of Thompson's Adventures. So, yeah, I did say I said numerous times that I'm not really interested in continuing with this anymore. So the best thing to do is just end it right now. So like naturally, I've had like the idea of like the last the last two episodes being like a sort of like a two-parter, felt part in the name. Because I don't really do two-parters unless... No, I don't do two-parters in Thomas Adventures. Because, like, Thomas works better when it's just, like, singular episodes. That's how, like, most of the show works. So, yeah, here we are, the second to last episode of Thomas Adventures. So, be sure to like and subscribe, check out my Stropple, check out my Twitter, check out my DeviantArt, share this video with friends, because of YouTube's policy of not recommending, small channels to, people's recommended pages, and let's get started. The engines on the island of Sodor love working every day in order to please the Fat Controller, or Sir Top Hat as the public call him, on the Northwestern Railway. However, the Northwestern Railway is not the only railway in the world. The island of Sodor is an island off the east coast of England in the Irish Sea. England is home to four major railway corporations: the Great Western Railway, where Duck, Oliver, and Dan used to work at; the London, Midland, and Scottish Railway, where Don and Douglas used to work at; the London and North Eastern Railway, where Gordon and Spencer used to work at; and the Southern Railway, where Neville used to work at. All of these railways combine with each other in 1948 to become British Railways. One day, Sir Tubman was in his office. Wait, what? One day, Sir Tubman was in his office. He was on the phone with someone. Yes, sir? No, he was scheduled for next Sunday. Yes, Daniel's at Haltra in the moment. No, he's taking a passenger train. Yes. Alright, goodbye. Sir Tomamat sat back in his seat. Just then, the station master for Netford Station walked in. Said, someone needs to see you, he said. Really? Who is it? Sir Tomamat asked. He said his name was Bartholomew Richardson. Oh, yes, I'll be right out. Bartholomew Richardson was an ambassador for British Railways. His job was to negotiate with other railways to determine they should remain open or not. He really has that kind of power. I don't know how British Railways works. Don't make fun of me. He arrived on Sodor to tell Sir Tomamat something very important. What? Sir Tomamat asked after hearing the news. Yes, Sir Topham, we will go into a partnership with British Railways. I just need to see that paper. What paper? Sir Tomamat asked. That paper from last year in 1998. Like, it's like a cool. So basically, like that one thing right here. In my canon, Thompson and Friends adventures, all of this, like the series that you just watched and is now soon to be ending, it all took place in the year 1999. Think about that. Oh yes, that paper. I seem to have left it at my other office at Timothy Station. Could you wait here while I quickly go and get it? Sir Tom asked. Of course, Bartholomew said. Sir Tomamat went to his car and rushed to the Timothy Station. When he got there, he immediately went to his office. Okay, so where is it? He looked all around his office for a document, but couldn't find it. Oh no, where'd I put it? He groaned. Eventually, Sir Tomamat concluded that he had lost the paper. Okay, well, hopefully Bartholomew will forgive me, right? Right? He walked back to his car and returned to Netford Station. Oh, Sir Topham, you're back, Bartholomew said, when Sir Tomamat came back. Did you find, the paper? No, no, he didn't. It's from that side. Oh, that's a shame, Bartholomew said. Without that paper, the Northwestern really can't become part of British Railways. But sadly, that also means that your contract with the mainland is terminated. Wait, what? Yes, that document was the contract with the mainland. Without that paper, the bridge to the mainland would need to be closed down. Well, I can't allow that to happen, Sir Tomamat said. If the Vickerstown Bridge closed down, then that will reduce the number of tourists who are visiting the island significantly. Can you tell me a way I can bargain to prevent any of this from happening? Sir Tomamat asked. Well, there is one way. Sir Tomamat listened to what Bartholomew had to say and told his information to the steam team at Tim Shed's, squad. So, Ambassador Bartholomew told me that I need to attend an upcoming meeting of the British Railways executives in order to keep the Vickerstown Bridge open, Sir Tomamat said. Well, we can't have the bridge closing down, that's for sure, Edward said. Right about that, Edward, Henry said. So I need one of you to take me to my meeting next week, Sir Tomamat said. Any volunteers? I have to stay in Poly Express, Gordon said. And I have a branch line to run, Thomas said. And I have the mail to deliver, Percy added. And Edward and I have our branch lines to run as well, Toby said. So that leaves Henry, James, Emily, and Daniel, Sir said. The 4 engines all looked at Sir Topham, trying to persuade him into choosing with them. I think I know how to solve this. Why don't we draw straws? Sir, James said. I think you should know that we don't have hands. Oh, well then let's do rock, paper, scissors. Can't do that either, Henry said. How about a coin flip? There's 4 of us, Emily said. Charades? How would that necessarily choose one of us? Daniel asked. Okay, I have an idea. I'll put your names in a hat, and whichever name I pull out first will be the engine taking me to the meeting. Sir Tom put Henry, James, Emily, and Daniel's names into a hat and shook them up. And the engine that will be taking me to the mainland is... He reached his hand into the hat, and the engines looked on in anticipation. Daniel! Daniel's face lit up. Really? Me? Yes, Daniel, the hat chose you. Be ready for next week. When next week came, Sir Tom had waited for Daniel at Tiffin Station. Daniel was to arrive at the station with a single coach for Sir Topham had to ride in with a few others. A few minutes later, Daniel arrived and Sir Topham had climbed aboard. Alright, Daniel, Sir Topham had called out, sticking himself out from the coach window. Let us be off. Daniel blew his whistle and left Timmins Station. He passed through Wellsworth, Kilden, Kelsthorpe Road, Crovan's Gate, and lastly, Vickerstown, where he crossed the Vickerstown Bridge. Pretty soon, Daniel and Sir Topham will reach the town where the meeting will be held, and the fate of Sodor's popularity will be revealed. To be continued in the next episode. Okay, so now reading back on it, I think it's like this is a pretty solid script. Like, usually a lot of like my episodes aren't really all that long, but like this is pretty decent, pretty solid, you know. That document that was mentioned a few times in this episode, it's the same document from the episode the Halloween party all the way back in season 1. It's no way I would like emphasize it so much to the point where it just become a forgotten item. That was the intention from the start, mind you. So anyway, thank you guys for watching this the second to last episode of Thomas Wayne's Adventures. Don't worry, Thomas Wayne's Adventures won't go completely away when the series is over. It will, it's going to be moving to DeviantArt soon, but on the spin-off series, a new spin-off series called the Harwick Branch Line. It's based off of, this is based off like Thomas and Friends in general. This is the Harwick Branch Line is based off of Tugs, except more episodes, a lot more episodes actually. So yeah, be sure to like and subscribe. Check out the straw poll. Check out my Twitter. Check out my DeviantArt. The links are in the description. Like and subscribe and do all that jazz. And yeah, I will see you guys next time.